We're having a comedy show today for a couple of different reasons. A lot of you may know this past weekend was Juneteenth. This past week is Juneteenth, the celebration of Black freedom. And in our country, it's also Pride Month and Pride Weekend in a lot of places. This show gives us a chance to have an intersection of both. We're celebrating not only our Black comedians across the nation, but also our proud ones as well. So welcome to Black and Proud. I'm your host today. I'm SuitMan Productions. I've brought you 5 great comedians. We've got Tynee Tate from Delaware. We've got Karlos Dillard from Seattle. We've got Dahlia from Portland. We've got Karlos Windham, from Portland as well. And closing out tonight, we'll have Delu from Baltimore. It's weird. My name's Duante. I'm your host. It's spelled all fucked up though. It's Duante. So I get everything from Duante to Duante. I even get Dwayne every once in a while, like the T silent and shit. But the worst part is when I go to a new job at the doctor's office, people really have the balls to ask me if I spelled my name right. Like I didn't graduate kindergarten and stuff. But it's weird because having a racially name like that, I know it's messing up my resume. I've got a master's degree, and the only calls I can get for jobs are like liquor store manager, garbage man, banker, and security. So I decided to go by my middle name, right? It's Edward. Yeah, calls got way better. I got calls for like analysts, financials, investments. There was only one problem. I'd get to the interview, and they're looking for an Edward. And they got a Dante, if you know what I'm saying. And white folks think we're the only ones with messed up names. It's not true. Went to the doctor's office. White receptionist's name was spelled Ganell. And I told her, that's beautiful they spell Janelle. And she said, no, sir. My name's Gainel. Yeah, like most of you. I said anal with a G. She's like, that's not my name. That's inappropriate. I was like, bitch, I was just trying to remember your name. Shit. But we got a ton of great comedians here tonight. This is what SuitMan Productions does. Karlos will tell you I do a mixed show, I do a deaf show, I do a mom show, I do a Black show. I'm doing Black and Proud. I'm trying to do a little bit of everything so that way everybody gets a chance to get their mic time, get their feelings heard. Good, right, or indifferent. I want to make sure we get to our first comedian. I know she's coming all the way out from Delaware. This is my first opportunity to see her. I'm really excited. Only bring on, everybody make some noise for Tynee Tate!
He look like Raheem from New Jack City. I ain't like you anyway, you pretty motherfucker. The fuck out here. He out there acting like he couldn't hear me. My name is Tynee. I'm a single mother of 3 boys. And yes, if anybody's wondering, I am a thought. You are looking at a real live walking thought, okay? Listen, I suck a lot of dick, so don't ever get that confused, all right? I have 3 boys who think that I just suck dick for anything. They think I suck dick for fruit. Anytime I bring anything home from work or anything home from the grocery store, they think that I suck dick for that shit. But I really don't, yo. I really be out here just trying to work and press t-shirts and do comedy. Like, and I love like doing comedy. I love like, pressing t-shirts because like it's crazy. When you working and you trying to work for yourself and you dealing with the Black community, yo, listen, I appreciate Juneteenth. But at the end of the day, Black people, we gotta really, really stand together because listen, everybody wants a t-shirt, but nobody wants to pay for that shit. What the fuck is going on with that shit? Like, I don't understand what's going on with that shit. Like, I suck dick for fruit. I don't suck dick to make t-shirts. Like, that's just not what's going on right now. Anyway, how are y'all doing today? Everybody doing fine? Y'all can unmute your mics and say good, okay, fine. Let me know y'all there, okay?
Whoa.
Good.
Y'all good?
Yeah,
Everybody
we doing good.
Okay, I see a little black block in my screen, whoever you are. You good, invisible? Okay, well, listen, right now, I'm a little fucked up, yo. I came from a funeral. Listen, my family went from a funeral to a birthday party. So you know we've been drinking all day, and this is some crazy shit. We've been drinking all day, but my cousin showed up to the funeral in a U-Haul, yo. He he drove all the way from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, in a U-Haul. I'm like, cousin, why you pull up in a U-Haul? He pulled up bumping Tupac in a U-Haul, yo. I said, why the fuck is you in a U-Haul? He said, it's cheaper than a rental. You know what? I couldn't argue with him because he was right. It is cheaper than a rental. I would rather be in a U-Haul than a rental my damn self. I said, well, shit. I hope you got that rental that U-Haul on I don't know, y'all. Listen, I'm so fucked up right now. This is really ridiculous. I've been in this car trying to wait to do comedy, and now I feel like with this mask on my face, I'm suffocating in this car. I'm breathing in carbon monoxide. I'm about to die. My family members is coming out the door. They looking at me. They like the bitch is really going crazy. She's in the car talking to herself at this point. Like we don't know what's going on. We don't know if to go over to her car and listen. One of them is coming now. God damn it! And this is I'm gonna have to explain this shit and explain what I'm doing. I'm doing comedy right now. Can you please get out my car?
Oh, you really?
See what I'm saying? This is when you get a ratchet ass bitch with some ambition in her soul, and she just gonna do comedy from anywhere, from a barbecue, from a motherfucking funeral, from a homegoing, from a wake, motherfucker, from a bar, from a birthday party. She gonna do comedy anywhere. It's just like sucking dick. And they said we got 10 minutes to do some jokes. I ain't got 10 minutes worth of jokes right now, but I got 10 minutes to suck some dick. I come with travel knee pads and everything, y'all. I be bedazzling them shits out. Only the special niggas get the bedazzled ones. And then I go to therapy. I'm in therapy because I'm a little off. You feel what I'm saying? I know y'all probably like, yeah, this bitch is a little off. I am a little off. So when I go to therapy, my therapist always come with the knee pads. He got the special ones. This is not what I'm here for. I'm here to get help because I need help. I've been in so many bad relationships. Anybody been in a relationship while y'all was quarantined? Like I was in a relationship with a nigga with halitosis. So I'm quarantined with a nigga with halitosis. This shit ain't working out. I try to get past the breath, but then he started cheating on me, y'all. Like how you gonna cheat and have fucking halitosis too? You gonna have to pick a side and stay there. Like this is not fair to me because I feel like I got some good pussy. And I feel like, good pussy shouldn't go to waste. Neither should good dick. But at the end of the day, like you can't have halitosis and be out there cheating because then, like that makes me look bad. You know what I mean? Like it makes me look like, okay, well, you let the nigga with halitosis cheat on you. And then my kids looking at me like, bitch, I thought you sucked better dick than that. I didn't know that you was sucking dick for halitosis niggas that cheat on you. Like I gotta set a better example. And I just turned 38. Well, actually, I'm lying. I'm about to be 39. But I look like I'm 14 if you ever see me. But I just became a grandmother, too. And she's a girl. And I don't know what else to teach her but to suck on a banana or a lollipop or a popsicle or something like that. Like, this is the only legacy I can pass down right now. So I'm trying to work on legacies for her because she can't just be sucking dick out here and taking names. So, at the end of the day, y'all, just know that I'm tiny. I'm a thought ass bitch. But with that it doesn't really mean a hoe. You know what I mean? It means that hustler over there. Because I am a hustler. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not funny, then I can just do a rest in peace t-shirt for you. You know what I'm saying? And I can bedazzle that shit out. You know what I mean? I can suck your dick. I can do a lot of other things than just do comedy. I'm a jockey of all trades. You know what I'm saying? Like my talents go very, very far. And if you fuck with me, then you will know that you can get everything you need out of me. You feel me? You can get entertainment, you can get pleasure, You can get a laugh. You can also get your fucking hat bedazzled. Fuck it, like shit. You know what I mean? Like you can get your next Rest in Peace t-shirt off of me. You can get your next family reunion t-shirt off of me. Who knows? Just know that I'm out here and I'm trying to make motherfuckers laugh and I'm trying to fuck some dick and I'm trying to raise these kids and I'm trying to be the best stock grandma out here in America. Okay? I'm trying to take over. They're gonna make a cake for me one day and it's gonna have a really big T on that motherfucker. And y'all gonna know that I'm the fucking super thought out this motherfucker. And I'm out here saving America. Okay? I'm saving the economy. I'm saving America. I even saved Donald Trump. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all might be mad at me. But I did something and I'm willing to confess because it's 2020 and it's the year of 2020 vision, they say. And I'm ready to confess that I kind of technically voted for him because I didn't vote, so I technically voted for him. But the reason why I did it is because he said, grab him by the pussy. And I was all for grabbing him by the pussy. I just was at the polls trying to figure out which poll was grabbing pussy because I was voting at that poll that was grabbing pussy. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like me. My family just own me for it. I don't give a fuck. Shit, half of my ancestors got grabbed by the pussy. They know how that feels. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So I don't know how much more time I got, y'all. But like, this has been awesome. Y'all very quiet. So I don't know how good I did. I hope I made some people laugh. I hope I made some people smile. I hope I made some people day. Shit. If not, then when you get off of Zoom, go get your dick sucked. Go get your pussy ate. It'll make your day, because then if you had a fucked up day, you'll be able to be okay with your day after that. You know what I'm saying? Another day will keep the motherfucking haters away. You hear what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm learning in my life at this point. You know what I'm saying? But
I hear you, Tynee Tate. Thank you, Tate. I didn't know how we were going to get her to stop. I didn't know how we were going to get her to stop. Must be that Delaware drink that got her just talking her ass off. You know what I mean? She said half her ancestors was grabbed in the pussy. Well, half my ancestors might have been grabbing them. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. Oh, Karlos even hit unmute by accident. That's hilarious. But it's funny. We ready for our next comedian. Our next comedian has actually written a book. It's on Amazon. He's a great comedian. He's a good friend of mine. He's from the Seattle area. He's been through all kind of protests with this crazy shit going on. He'll probably even tell you about his Uber incident in Seattle trying to pick up food. I love this guy with all my heart. Give it up for my Seattle brother, Karlos Dillard.
I appreciate that. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? You know what? He is my friend, but I fuck up his name too. I'd be like that, like Duante. Like he said. I am a local. Actually, I'm not from Seattle. I moved here 5 years ago, but I kind of feel like I'm now like a local. I'm actually from Detroit, Michigan. I've lived in Seattle for about 5 years. I'm an author, I'm a comedian. I'm a public figure when it comes to YouTube. I do a lot of viral stuff on YouTube. But I'm really excited to just share with you guys Black History Month. Like, this has been the greatest Black History Month ever. We've had a lot of things happening. We have protests happening. We have real change happening. And I know a lot of you guys are like, Black History Month, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm now saying June is Black History Month. And I'm gonna let you guys know why. Obvious reason, Juneteenth. We have Juneteenth, it needs to be there. And February, which is technically Black History Month, what white person did that? Like, what white person was like, we gotta give the nigger something. They need a month, but they can't be equal. Let's give them the shortest month, the coldest month, and the darkest month. And if these niggas behave, we'll give them an extra day every 4 years. All right, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Nah, no. Give February to the Alphabet Mafia. If you don't know what the Alphabet or who the Alphabet Mafia is, it's part of a group I'm part of, the LGBTQIA community. I call them the Alphabet Mafia because you have to be born into it. You just can't get into it. You got to be born into it. You know, it's blood in, blood out. Also, if you say anything against anybody in the Alphabet Mafia, your whole life is over. Your career is over. Your job is over. You about to lose your job. So give that to the Alphabet Mafia. And I know that there are gay people who wouldn't mind being out in their thongs, being out in their little skimpy outfits in February in the cold, in the dark. But Black folks, we don't do that shit. So give us June. June is now officially Black History Month. Speaking of Black history and significant figures, I believe that Harriet Tubman deserves, like I demand, an award from Amtrak. She needs an award from Amtrak. As a conductor of a underground railroad, she was running away from slave owners, dogs. This bitch had narcolepsy. She fell asleep on the job, and she still lost less lives than that person who derailed the train in Tacoma a couple years ago. So she definitely deserves, definitely deserves an award from Amtrak. You know, let's see, what else are we gonna talk about? We talked about Amtrak, Black Lives Matters, companies with Black Lives Matters right now. All these companies are trying to get on the bandwagon, like, your life matters. Everybody, we love Black people. You know, everybody's jumping on. Band-Aid, you know, in the 300 years Band-Aid's been a company, they now decide that they now have nigger clients. You know, they just came out with Band-Aids that are for us. Aunt Jemima lost her job. She lost her whole job. Now it's just gonna be called syrup. Like, so there have been changes that are happening in society and in stores, but one store in particular hasn't really made any changes, and that's H&M. H&M has been in the news in the last couple of years for having like racist and like really just problematic advertising. If you guys can recall, there was this one catalog that showed a little Black boy, and he was wearing a t-shirt that said "Coolest Monkey in the Jungle." And I personally, I don't have a problem with that. You know, I'm considered a gay conservative atheist, so I kind of fall right in the middle of politics. I'm a little bit conservative on the left or on the right side, a little bit liberal on the left side, but I'm kind of moderate right in the center. So I feel like if you're going to be racist, you need to be equal opportunity with your racism. So if you're going to have a little Black boy sitting there saying "Coolest Monkey in the Jungle," on the next page, there needs to be a little white boy that has a hard part, blonde hair and blue eyes, and his shirt says "Future School Shooter." You know, because if we're going to be stereotypical, we might as well be historically correct. Ancestry.com yesterday was having a Juneteenth discount, which I thought at first, I was like, that's super dope, 50% off. Ancestry.com, sign me up. But as I was signing up, I was thinking, I was like, how fucked up is this? That this white ass company is charging me $99.95 for me to figure out where they sold my people. That's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. I was at the Chaz doing my protest because I've been blowing bubbles at police officers. You know, I've been protesting in the last 2 weeks, and I was at the Chaz, and this one MAGA supporter, he comes up to me and he says, you know, you need to go back to your fucking country. If you hate America so much, go back to your country. And I was like, you know, that's a good fucking idea. For $99.95, we can figure out where the fuck I came from. Sir, my Cash App is Karlos Dillard. Send me that money and I can get that shit started. So, and when I talk about slavery and white people saying you should go back, in Ancestry.com, it brings up the question, if we do find out where we come from, like let's say for instance, my ancestry is from Gambia. Do they even want us back? What's the return policy on a slave? This is some real deep questions. Like, is the return policy like Nordstrom's, where you can just wear the shit out? You can wear it for years. It can have holes in it. It can be worn to the ground, worked for 402 years, red line, killed, murdered. But guess what? You can turn that bitch back in, and Nordstrom's will be like, oh, you don't have a receipt? You don't have any verification? That's fine. We'll get you a new one. Or is it more like Walmart, where you have to give a left long, your whole identification, your first child's left finger, plus have the receipt before you get any return, and you still gonna have to ask for the manager? I think it's more like the latter. Speaking of Walmart, Walmart is one of the only businesses that has more self-checkouts than cashiers, but then automatically assumes that everyone's stealing. Like, just have fucking cashiers. Don't make me do your job. Let's see, what other jokes do we have here? I'm using my husband's cell phone. Yep, I know his code. I know his code. Yeah, some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all don't know your husband's code. Let's do a filler joke. What do you call an elevator full of white people? Any guesses? No? No? You call it a box of crackers. I cracked myself up. Let's see. Black people, Black History Month, greatness. I want to talk about Martin Luther King right now. Before he died, there were some conspiracy theories about why he died and who killed him. There was actually some conspiracy theories about the Clorox bleach company killing him. And the reason why they killed him is because he was actually going to sue them because they were breaking the law. They were telling people to not mix the whites with the colors. That was a slow burn. That was a slow burn. Speaking of Martin Luther King, have you ever wondered what he would be like if he was white? Like, if Martin Luther King was white, like, would he be conservative? Would he be Democrat? There is one thing for sure that I know he would be, and that's a lie. Damn. It's really sad how one African-American single-handedly changed history. One man changed history. He changed our civil rights. He changed where we could eat. He changed where we could fucking work. And it's really sad that as a country, we gave him one day. We gave him one day. Meanwhile, sharks have a whole week. But it does make sense because they are great and white. So, speaking of whites who are great, have y'all seen Don't Fuck with Cats on Netflix? Have y'all seen Don't Fuck with Cats? It's this show about this white man who kills this kitty. It's real. I love animals, and it's really it's traumatizing. But it's about this white man who kills his cat, and he puts the video on YouTube. I've never seen Karens unionize the way that they unionize to find this man. They had bitches on Google Maps, going in, calling to the gas station, but we can't figure out who killed Breonna Taylor or get them in jail. We can't figure out who hung the last 5 black men this week, but we can figure out who killed a fucking cat. Come on now, make it make sense. Make it make sense. It don't make sense. Let's see, let's just change the subject. You know, being black is dangerous, and there aren't a whole lot of benefits, to be honest, of being black. Besides being athletic, our skin is good as fuck. We age gracefully. Another advantage is lice are racist. Yes, lice. As a black person, you've never had lice. Never had it. Never could get it. That's a white problem. That is a white community problem that spreads viciously once you have it. Racist lice. Let's go back. I've been talking about being black, but I'm also gay. So this is a black gay comedy show. So I'm gonna talk about some gay shit real quick. As a gay black man, being ugly is like being a corn dog. I'm gonna repeat that. If you're gay, being ugly is like being a corn dog. And the reason that is because niggas only want your meat if you have bread, okay? Like, pick a struggle, pick a struggle. Let's see. As a gay man, I love to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I love me some Keeping Up with the Kardashians. They've had so many seasons. Like, I think they're on like season 17 right now. And the only way I can differentiate what season they are on is if it's Bruce or Caitlyn. That's the only way I can be like, oh, this is pre-Bruce. It's pre-Caitlyn, that's Bruce. Oh, post-Bruce, we got Caitlyn. So it kind of helps me. Speaking of Caitlyn, she recently came out on Twitter and said that she wants to be the first trans superhero. And I think that that is fucking amazing. We need trans representation. I'm not a trans person, but I'm part of the community, and y'all are my brothers and sisters, and I think that you need to see yourself on screen. Like we've seen black people and gay people come on the screen, and I think that we need to do that for trans people. Now for Caitlyn Jenner, I think there are some superb roles that she would just be like a shoo-in for. You know, X-Men, Transformers. There's a lot of superhero roles that she could do. You never know, but I'm rooting for you, Caitlyn. I'm rooting for you, Caitlin. I'm gonna wrap up here. I know I didn't use my whole 15 minutes, but like I like to keep it up on. I like to go while I'm going out, while I'm up. You know. I'm gonna get serious here for a second. Coronavirus has been really hard. You know, we're entertainers. A lot of shit got canceled. I lost a lot of money. I had commercials booked in LA. I had a book tour. Everything got canceled. But there are some positives. There are some positives to coronavirus. I'm gonna let you guys know a few. The oceans are cleaner. You can see the bottom of the oceans and the canals in Venice. You can see the Himalayas from India, which you haven't been able to do in almost 60 years. But one of the most important things that coronavirus has done, we haven't had a school shooting in 4 months. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. No school shooting. Speaking of school shootings, you know, our country, oh, sorry, that was my dog. He's a little aggressive. Speaking of school shootings, our country is just in this state where, like I said earlier, Black men are being hung by trees. You know, we have the Chaz here in Seattle where yesterday a Black man got shot by a white supremacist who came up in a truck where he took off his license plate tag. And I feel like as Black people, we need to learn how to protect ourselves. We need to learn how to defend ourselves. So what I did as a gay Black man is that I took jujitsu classes. I decided to take my life into my own hands. So I took jujitsu classes, and there's this one punch that my jujitsu instructor taught me that can take out 20 kids and 6 adults. Yeah, you heard that right. 20 kids and 6 adults. Do you know what that punch is? It's called the Sandy Hook. Thank you guys so much. My name is Karlos Dillard. I love being here, and I can't wait to see what you guys do after this.
Oh my God, Carlos, thank you, thank you. Hey, unmute for a second. Tell us the name of your book real quick. Tell us the name of your book real quick. What's the name of your book, Carlos?
My name of my book is it's called The Ward of the State, a Memoir of Foster Care. It describes my memory of foster care. I was in 35 foster homes in the Detroit Flint area, and each chapter is a different foster home, and I just bring you through what I experienced as a little 7-year-old child. It's available at Barnes & Nobles, Target, Amazon.com. If you want a signed copy from me, you can get your signed copy at karlosdillard.com. And yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's an amazing book.
Thank you to Carlos. By the way, we wanted to let all you people know out there that are watching, if you're in the crowd, we'd love to see your face. We can see you laugh. We know what it looks like when you laugh. You can turn off your sound. That'd be great. But if you turn off your video, we'd love to see you laughing, see who's in the crowd. We got Angel back there, Mama San, keeping us all under control anyways. Look at her with a little laugh. Hey, elbow, wrist, elbow, wrist, elbow, wrist, elbow, wrist. There you go.
No, it was really good. No, that was a good point. Angel, you gave me life. I was like, all right, that was funny. That was funny. So yeah, the faces definitely helped. The faces definitely helped. But thank you guys so much.
We got Kevin and Kelly. We got Amanda. I see a Kara, a Tracy, and Alicia, a Jay Reddy. Come on in, have a laugh. We'd love to see you guys laughing, see you guys participating. It's funny, he talked about the Karens. I don't call them Karens anymore. I call them Karans with the soft R. That way I don't offend them. You know, I don't want to get any trouble. The Karans and the Kyles, you know what I mean? It's funny for me though, because I've been working at Safeway since COVID started. So I've been telling jokes on aisle 8 and 9 on Mondays and Tuesdays. Wednesdays through Friday, you can catch me on check stand 2 or 3. Even worse, last week they had me putting away the candy aisle, and I felt like Safeway was kind of pimping me out because we had Werther's Original on clearance, and all the grandmas were coming up to me telling me they wanted some chocolate with their caramel, but they weren't looking at Hershey's or M&M's or anything like that. So I was like, what the fuck? How y'all doing? How y'all doing though? It's great that you come out. I'm glad we got 5 or 6 of you to watch this live. We had some technical difficulties. We decided to do this in a 24-hour turnaround. Actually, probably less than that, about 18 hours. We'll be launching this again live. It'll be on SuitMan Productions page. It'll be on my YouTube page. It'll be on Facebook tomorrow. So we appreciate you who are actually tuned in. Up next, though, we have a treat for you. I've seen this comic a couple times myself. This show was actually booked to be in Seattle next weekend at Columbia City Theater. We were going to do this show as part of Pride Weekend. And this next comedian was one of the first people I had in mind when I wanted to do this show. They've got a great voice. They've got their own movement. I even seen them do the Black and Out Loud, if I remember correctly, at the Northwest Black Comedy Festival. Our next comedian, give it up for Dahlia, Delu, Belle.
Hello, fantastic success. White people, do feel free to turn your videos off. I don't need to see your faces on my weekend. Hi, I am so happy to be here. I don't want to do any of the same jokes I did last night. I have a lot of shows to do this weekend because it's June, and that's one of the 2 months that I get booked a lot. This one and February and June, they're pretty much like Christmas and Easter for Black trans girls. It's great. I am trans, however, I am more specifically non-binary, which is originally a mathematic term, meaning I don't care what you think. However, I am more specifically a non-binary femme, which does mean where I write the words will actually too much on social media and always follow them with the words, I'm sorry. So it's a fun little bit of nuance there. For any straight people in the audience who might not understand why that joke is funny, well, actually, I'm sorry. We'll just go ahead and move on. I always appreciate trans jokes from cis people because they're always so stunningly enlightened. Well, not so much enlightened, so much as enlightening as far as the depths of human ignorance. So it's almost appetizing. It's like salt on like the palate of bullshit that is the nation right now. I'm sorry, too real, too soon. Sorry. I don't want to do any jokes about the quarantine necessarily. I am, however, fortunate enough, blessed, let's say, to be quarantined with my lovely partner. And you are blessed to have me speaking to you right now because I could be eating my partner's homemade gumbo right now with two gorgeous, very tall, athletic Black men. But instead, I'm alone in my room speaking to a bunch of strangers on the internet. So just understand all of my parts that could be moistened right now are drying up rapidly. Sorry to not be more grateful. My partner and I, we are polyamorous, which is our adorable way of saying monogamous, but we know my level of codependency is unhealthy. My partner doesn't really like it though when I use the phrase codependent. They prefer I use the term interdependent, meaning when I entered the relationship, I immediately became dependent on them for everything. So fortunately, we have a very unique bond. It's rooted in the fact that we have very similar genders, similar body types, identical faces, and it's the best sex either of us have ever had. It's phenomenal. It's also a little vain because what I'm actually saying is every other sexual experience I've ever had has been fantastic, exceptional, had it not been for the other participants. Had they just been another me, that was what I needed. That was the secret ingredient to my satisfaction, you know? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is the key to perfect sex is do it by yourself. I've never once failed to satisfy myself. And unlike any other partner I've ever had, once I'm done coming, I stop touching myself. It's perfect. I take all my own cues. I understand my own signals. It's like I don't even need to talk to myself. It's perfect. I like it. Anyhow. What is happening? Why is my bedroom...
Do you want a bowl of gumbo?
No, I'm on stage.
Oh, I didn't know it was...
It's okay, I love you. That's my beloved partner. This is the fun of internet stand-up. Things like that happen.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Right?
Thank you. It's
amazing. I'm not even stunned by that. I've had worse things happen on stage. I've had white men talk to me. I should clear up. I should clear something up, because oftentimes when I perform, it seems like I hate men, and that is not true. I do not hate men. It's just everything they say and do, which is also a joke, by the way, because I would love for men to do me a lot more often, but quietly. That's all I'm asking. Just stop cock blocking yourselves with your stupid words. Just shut the fuck up. That's all I'm asking. I have an asshole. Wrap your mouth around it. It will keep you occupied. You can't speak if your tongue is doing its job. Shut the fuck. Okay, sorry. Was that intense? I've been in isolation, okay? I should have also clarified, I am a very proud feminist. I believe any woman can do anything any man can do, and probably 1,000 times better if we're being honest with ourselves. And I also believe that while many strong, independent women are out changing the world, I'ma fuck their boyfriends. And both of those things can be true at the same time. You understand that? It's called intersectionality. I'm a role model, by the way. I actually am. I have a child that legal services trust me with. I have a darling 15-year-old. And since I'm queer, I still have a positive relationship with his mom, because we can do that, because we're good at communication and processing. So much processing. During sex, I will process with you. With my mouth wrapped around your cock, I will still process with you. You cannot stop me. Anyhow, my point is, I have a darling 15-year-old son. And I still have a positive relationship with his mom, but she is an interesting individual in that after 10 years of marriage to me, one of the reasons she filed for divorce was my ambiguous sexuality, which is fair. And then a few years later, the person for whom she left me came out as a trans woman. And I'm not saying that my ex-wife is going around turning people transgender. It does not work that way. But I'm extremely petty, so I want her to think it is. So just thank you for being here, helping me spread this rumor across the nation. It's been a difficult battle for me, but I'm doing it for all my sisters and sisters. And by that, I mean my trans sisters and women with uterine cyst. It's a valid concern. People don't talk about it enough. People don't talk about it enough. If you have sex with people with penises, you're gonna get sick sometimes. It's a statistical fact. I am a trans girl, but I sometimes feel unique because I don't necessarily want a vagina. I just definitely don't want a penis. Does that make sense? I just want nothing there, like the next generation thigh gap. That's really the look I'm after. I want to look thin. That's my point. And and I've never been thin. I've always had a bit of a belly. And when I was a little kid, I convinced myself that I had just been born pregnant. So every time I sat down to poop, I told myself it was going to be my lucky day, and I was going to give birth through my booty hole, have a flat tum-tum, and all the boys would love me. And that was my entire plan. And a few years ago, it struck me how unappealing the underage single parent of a poop child might be. So it was probably a bad plan to begin with. You know, it was doomed from the start. I'm just going to leave everyone with a beautiful piece of advice I received from my mother when I came out as bisexual in 6th grade. It was in 6th grade. I remember it. My mom was in the bathroom braiding her hair, and I came to her and I felt very emotional. And I was almost in tears because I was raised Jehovah's Witness, so very conservative Christian. Homosexuality absolutely not allowed. So I went to my mom almost in tears already, and she looked at me and she's like, "Oh, baby, what's wrong?" And I said, "Mom, I'm bisexual." And my mom looked me in the eyes and she said, with all the love in her heart, "That's okay, baby. Just don't let white men ejaculate in your booty hole, because that's how you get the AIDS. You've been beautiful and I love you. Have a good night."
I don't know where Duante went, but that's my girl Dahlia. I just want to give it up for her. One more time. I host all sorts of shit, so I'm perfectly happy to introduce myself to. Watch this.
Oh, you're fine. I'm back.
You back?
I'm
There
sorry.
you are.
I had me. Go ahead. No. Watch this. Go ahead. Watch. Go ahead.
I lost my audio. Great job, Dahlia. I loved it. I lost my audio for 2 seconds. Don't be mad at me. It's like
Black men always disappearing on me. It's okay.
It's because I'm white. It's only because I'm white. It's only because I'm white. It's that 60% of the time I'm white that you hate me, Dahlia. It's okay. This is that 60%. We'll get back to the 39 when I pay you. I know how this works. But no, it's I want to say it's one of the things I want to tell you, and I want to tell each and every one of you performers, is a lot of growth, especially in our own community, is having heart, having compassion, and really loving our LGBTQ community. As Blacks, we don't do that enough. And right now, with all the shit going on, I am more than proud and honored to be the one to put you guys on stage. I feel like it's my privilege to host you guys, not the other way around. And there are so many other people out here doing so much shit for white guys and white women and all these other people, and nobody cares about y'all. I care. I care. It's been something that made me grow up. It was something at the Northwest Black Comedy Festival that me and Karlos talked about, the lack of maturity, the lack of love, and the lack of compassion by some other comics when they do their comedy and not really knowing how to be funny without being disrespectful. So I appreciate you all. I'm glad to hear your voice, and thank you for coming out, Miss Dahlia.
Absolutely. Bye.
But it's funny though, because you know, Karlos is our next comedian, and he's getting a little older. And it's funny to me because, you know, when I was younger and I'd go to parties looking for drugs, I'd look for like cocaine or weed or ecstasy or something like that. And now that I'm older, when I'm looking for drugs, I just want like a Tylenol, an aspirin, and a leaf or something like that. Not only that, right? But like hangovers aren't even the same anymore either. I'm finding I gotta waste vacation days because I got partied like a white girl on Friday and shit. But don't let me take up too much time. Our next comedian looks like John Legend when he finally loses his hairline. He could also be my older uncle as well. He looks like a GQ model sometimes. I love this guy. Plus, his nails are always done to die for. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He's a clean motherfucker. Give it up for our next comedian, Karlos Kareem Windham.
With frog hands is supposed to happen there. How you doing, y'all?
Yeah, there we go. The deaf hands, the deaf applause. There we go.
For all of my people, for those who do not know, this is another appropriate measure of applause that can be used. I know what it is. I know what it is for one to make an accidental asshole of oneself. So I think it's important that we know that that is part of maturity and part of growth, and I am mature. You can see it all over me. I am the age of being able to know what flavor asshole I am. And what it is a bit of strawberry with a dash of lavender. And one of the things about knowing the particular kind of asshole that I am is knowing whether or not I've fucks left to give you. And I need to let you know before we go any further that I have not. I have not. So I'm going to apologize for anything else that comes out of my face hole because it may be a bit shocking, but I have no fucks to give. I am old enough that there are no fucks left. And when young people in their 30s, people in their 20s to get pop off about, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. The reason that you don't give a fuck is because you have a fuck. You are keeping a fuck of your own. You have a fuck that has been decided. If you were 10 years younger, if you were in your 20s, you'd have a fuck surplus. You'd have too much fucks. You'd be fucking everything. You would fuck if it could be fucked. You have too much fuck. What I'm saying is I have not one motherfucking fuck to give. This is not a fuck deficit. There is no fucks austerity measure. I'm telling you, fucks factory has been closed. Okay, so that's one thing you need to know. The other about me is this. I have wanted to do what I do as a comic for a very long time. It's very important to me. It's very sacred to me. And this is why I have followed the paths of my favorite comedians. This is why I have already been in tax trouble. This is why, like my absolutely favorite comedian, Richard Pryor, I decided to get sclerosis. Of course, I am greedy, so I got multiple. And what that means is that now, while I have this cool invisible disability, there is one, and it's on the inside. The frontal left lobe of my brain, which is where you keep the ability to hold a social norm, is gone. And so when I'm doing that, I'm working really hard. And right now, I'm gonna not. And what that also means is that no matter what I say, you can't be mad at me. You have to forgive me. You have to love me because I'm disabled. Those are the rules. So I want to address a few things today. First, my name is Karlos Kareem Windham. I know it's a mouthful, but I do like it said properly. It matters quite a bit. Representation does as well. Karlos Kareem Windham. That's a whole turducken of colonialism, imperialism, and oppression. It is Karlos with a C, much like if you spelt clan with a C, it would mean family. So Karlos Kareem Windham, that is my name. Literally what it translates to is leader of the people, benevolent spirit of God, and slaveholder? No. Barbarian? No. Colonialist? Eek. I'm losing it. I'm sorry. Conservative? No. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Listen. I am getting older. My parents, my father in particular, thought that as I got older, he kept saying that as I aged, I would temper. I would become more reasonable. He was so right. He was so right. I have become so much more reasonable as I age. You would not know that I'm aging necessarily, except that my beard is getting steadily gentrified. all the whites are just, they're moving in without any fucking permission at all. I think there's going to be a kombucha bar over here in a minute. I heard there was a dog grooming place that opened here. And if you smell real hard, if you sniff real hard, Donuts. So my beard is being gentrified. I know it's gentrification because they have started moving further below, which I guess is okay because I've been told that this is elegant. So I guess that means my nipples are getting quite elegant as well, quite distinguished. Each one of them, each one of them. As I've aged, one of the things that is true that I have discovered is that I have had the benefit of gaining wisdom and being able to have graduated from your genders and your gender norms. So as I'm saying this, what I'm saying is this: from now on, I am referring to everybody as they, them, every single body, every single body. If you are so attached to these remedial ideas, such as a binary, that you need a he or a she to feel better about yourself, go ahead, pumpkin. You be the dinosaur. The meteors are already on the way. We got you. We got you. We got you. So that is to say, I am not a guy. I worked very hard to graduate from that. I have graduated from many of the social norms. I am a parent. I don't get to graduate from that. But I did graduate from marriage. I and my co-parent both graduated with PhDs. We both had a pretty hard divorce. It was, there are more fun things to do than divorce with yourself. I will say this, I'd like to give her a shout out though, because she and her girlfriend are right now with my child, which is what enables me to do this, talking at a computer. Art, let's say art, let's say art, let's say art, let's say stand up. Let's say stand up. This is not really, is it? If we're being honest, it's not really, is it? I'm sitting, and this is not, also I'm not holding for laughs because that wouldn't make any fucking sense because there's no one here. I can't hear anything. This is literally what it would be like if I hadn't turned on the computer or done this in front of anybody. I'd just be talking in the walls by myself. But you tuned in, and if you don't like it, fuck off, turn it off. It doesn't matter. I have the time now. So it's not stand-up. We're calling it that, though, because it sounds better than Los's mental breakdown. It's not the same. It's not the same, right? Because you can't hold for laughs. You can't hear laughs. You can't see the sputum coming from my mouth as you would maybe if you were in the front row. Also, I can't razz you as I might. There will be no exchanges of long strands of DNA with anyone, with hugs and sweats later, and because we're safe now like this. So this, I guess, this is like comedy. This is prophylactic comedy. Yes, it just doesn't feel quite the same. I mean, it's fine. I'll do it. I like it. I'd rather do some of it than none of it. If we could touch, it'd be good too. But no. This is good. This is good. This is good. I like it. I like it. It smells different. It smells different. No. You know what? I like it. I like it. I'm getting off. You? Anyone? No, I don't know if there's a way to tell. So as I said, my last name is the last name of conservatism, conservatism throughout the South. I am familiar the sorts of pressures of a false supremacy of whiteness born of white affirmative action that would make one believe that it is necessary to align one with whiteness, with patriarchies, in order to find any ascendancy in this remarkable land in which we live, the land of the thief, the home of the slave, all of that. My last name is Windham, spelt, if you're looking for that Cash App, as the jazz label, not as the hotel. Wrong slave owners. We're the Alabama Windhams. We're the Windhams with an I. You know what I don't like? I'm gonna say a thing. I don't like it when we, the oppressed, meaning los negritos, the blacks, the Africans, frame our experience here as such that somehow we are the problem here in these here states of unados, those unados states, those where we are. America, as it is so wrongly called so often, again, unless spelled with a K, because the thing about it is that in these here United States, we did not enslave anyone. We do not have a police force that hunts anyone down. We do not control redlining. We do not control housing. We do not control food distribution nor water. If we did, I would imagine that Flint would have clean water now. I would imagine that if Black lives did in fact matter, that I could stay breathing. And I imagine that George Floyd would be alive right the motherfuck now. Or that white people might have gotten off of their tuffets for Sandra Bland. And maybe you will. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll say in the streets this time, and maybe this time is going to be different. And I hope so. I hope so. It's just that I don't mean to say any of this because it's that you're not to be trusted. It's just that I look at, you know, all available history and evidence, and it just doesn't suggest that you're going to stay on our team once you've finished all of your Ben and Jerry's. It just doesn't. I hope you do. I hope you do. I hope you do. Stay on our side this time. We need you here. You have to call out your own people. Listen, all I really want to say is this. I love you. I love white people, especially the babies, and because they are easiest to spread on toast. Listen, that's not fair. No, what I meant to say is this. I know you. I grew up amongst you. I grew up in Boulder, Colorado. Okay, so I do know whereof I speak. I am trying to promote racial healing and love, and I think I can translate because I know things. I know your foods. I know your foods. I have had a casserole with tuna fish in it. I know that. I know your musics. Everything from Skinner of Leonard's to a Monkey of the Arctics. I know it all. I'm in there with you. What I'm saying is that let me be your black friend, an offer which ends the minute that my set does, because please don't talk to me. We are not friends. And also, I know you, and I know you because I grew up amongst you, and I love you, and I consider myself, if nothing, the Jane Goodall of white people. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, the good news is, Karlos, you don't get charged for this therapy session. We actually pay you, so that's the good
thank
news.
You so much. That's so good. This is very different. This is very different than what else. She makes me pay her. I like this. I like
Hey,
it.
Tracy laughed too hard at that. I saw her. She said, "Yeah, that's good. That's kind of a point." He went off on his rant. You know how it is. Hey, you give a man a microphone and no real timer, and like you said, I'm not there to actually. He can't see me. He can ignore the message. He doesn't get to see me.
Oh, I
Say,
can't see messages either. Did I go over my time? Of course. You know, I'm a loquacious girl. I apologize, and at this point, I'm done.
Hey, I love everything Carlos had to say. It's his peace, his justice, and his life. It's funny, he was talking about white food. That's kind of like the hardest part about me having an office job is when we do that office potluck and stuff. Because being a black person, I always get a white coworker that wants to make an ethnic dish for me. And I'm like, I don't do that shit for you guys. I don't bring green bean casserole or stovetop stuffing to the event. But the worst part is the day of, I'll have Karen come up to me and she'll be like, "Oh my God, you gotta try these greens. Yeah, I bet you they're better than your mom's." And I'm like, "Bitch, that's disrespectful. Yeah, my mom's white." Sorry, just had to change it up for you a little bit. This next comedian, though, I saw at the Northwest Black Comedy Festival. She killed it. She made me laugh from front to back. I've been excited to try to get her out here for this next year. I was hoping to get her in Washington. And so when we had a chance to do it online, I was really looking forward to it. She's coming out of Baltimore. I'm really excited to see what she does for you guys tonight. Give it up for Plain Old Delu!
All fucking day. You already know what it is. You already
Hey,
know. People in Baltimore ignorant as shit. We can't help it, yo.
Hey, I already know. Hey, I concede my time. Your turn, ma'am.
All right. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. I hope everybody is having a good night, that they enjoyed the show so far. I'm D-Lo, like the shirt says. I'm from Baltimore. But I don't like to be introduced as a comic from Baltimore for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? If you ain't never been to Baltimore, go to Baltimore. You can know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like, and then the people who usually ask me where I'm from, they're people that come to the show, and I like to fuck with them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll come up to me after the show because I'd rather be introduced as being from Maryland. They come to me after the show and be like, "Well, what part of Maryland are you from?" And I'm fucking with them. I'm like, I'm not even gonna hit them with it yet. So I'm like, "Well, what part do you think? Why don't you guess?" And they're like, "Well, are you from Greenbelt? That's like a suburb." I'm like, "Hell no." They're like, "Are you from Hyattsville? Another suburb." Fuck no. And then they pick the whitest place ever. "Are you from Annapolis?" Fuck no, I'm not from Annapolis. And everybody, when they hear the response, everyone responds the same way in unison. They're like, "Where you from?" And I'm like, "I'm from Baltimore." And in unison, the whole fucking room is like, "Oh." Like, what the fuck you mean? "Oh, bitch," like it's a third world country or something. Like, we ain't got no running water. Like, fuck you, bitch. Like, fuck you, okay? We got a few potholes and some crackheads and shit, but we trying out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make it one day. Fuck y'all. Interesting thing you may not know or you may not notice about me. It's a strong possibility I might be something similar to a lesbian. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's the dreadlocks, a little shape up, you know, sports bra, always a baggy t-shirt. Who fucking knows? You know what I'm saying? But I'm an old bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm 41 years old, so I don't really identify with the lesbians that I used to hang out with. Like, I used to hang out with the young ones. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that shit no more because we can't relate. I don't feel like I even look like these bitches no more, like at all. Like the young lesbians nowadays, you know, the young black ones, they look like Lil Wayne and Future and shit. And then the young white ones look like Justin Bieber and Ellen and shit. I don't look like none of them bitches. I feel like I'm somewhere between like Rosie O'Donnell and T-Pain or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an old bitch. I'm an old seasoned ass bitch, and I'm not for none of this shit. Yes, Lil Wayne and Future. Yes, yes, yes. That's what they look like with their pants hanging all off, and you see pieces of their ass hanging out and shit. I be trying to buy good weed from these little bitches because I thought they were dudes. I know that the little young men be having them. They be walking outside with a white beater pulled halfway up with the sports bra underneath of it. Sit your ass down, young man. Put some clothes on. The fuck is wrong with you? Sit your little ass down. Skinny as shit. You need to eat a sandwich with your bony ass. Put your fucking pants up. And they think that shit is cute to wear them fucking skinny ass jeans. Stop stealing your fucking sister's jeans, bitch. Buy your own jeans. Those are fucking girl jeans. Fuck, you can't be out here wearing a dick with girl jeans on. The fuck is wrong with you, yo? Anyway, like I said, I'm something similar to a lesbian, and I feel like people kind of give lesbians a stigma based on what we look like. You feel what I'm saying? Like, based on what we look like. Like me, you see how I dress? All right, cool. I'm chilling. And my best friend, she's like a motherfucker that really, she does that shit. She does it all the time, and it irks my life. Because she's straight. So she feel like because I wear men's clothing and shit, that I'm supposed to be the bitch that's supposed to handle your man problems and shit. You feel what I'm saying? She called me talking about one of these niggas that she done met. Like, bitch, you need to get over here. Tyrone is fucking up. Tyrone is fucking up. You need to come over here and whip his motherfucking ass. I be on the phone with that bitch like, bitch, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I got titties too. What the fuck am I supposed to do? That nigga gonna beat my ass just like he beat yours, bitch, and I'm not sweating my edges off. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. No, sir. No, sir. Yeah. Tripping out here. Men, they be doing the same shit. Tiny, get your ass off my screen, man. Motherfuckers be having it fucked up. Men, y'all be having it fucked up. Y'all think because we dress like this, you know, dress masculine or whatever, that I'm trying to be a man all of a sudden. Let me tell you this right motherfucking now. Hell motherfucking no. Delu is not trying to be no man. This is a public service announcement. Delu is not trying to be no man as long as ladies get in the club free before 11. You got me fucked up. Because I ain't got $10. Fuck you, sir. I don't have $10. Fuck that shit. Not as long as I got titties, nigga, you got me fucked up. And I'm standing in the line. You stand in the line, and I'll be there with my friends and shit, you know what I'm saying? And the DJ go, I mean the security niggas, you know, they be always big and extra and shit with motherfucking gloves with the fingertips out. Like, you're not fighting nobody, dog. Your name is Lawrence, nigga. You're not fighting no fucking body. But I be in the line with my homies and shit. I be like, yo, watch this shit. I get up in the line, and I have some baggy shit on and all that. Step up to the front, my arms out. He go to pat me down. He be like, bop, 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 bop. $10, main man. And in that instant, I turn to him and be like, fuck no, motherfucker, hell no, not as long as I got these, nigga. All of a sudden in the background, you get city girls, I'm out there like, real ass bitch, give a fuck about it, nigga. This nigga be mad as shit. Bitch, get in the club. All right, so you ain't got to act like that. You ain't got to act like that. I'm a lady. I'm going in the club. Nigga, fuck you. They be mad as shit. They gotta let gay ass bitches like me go in the club for free. For fucking free. Yes. Yes, sir. I have titties. I'm going in. I used to deal with younger women. I can't do that. Actually, before we get into that, let me say this about the fucking straight women. I got a message for y'all. I got a fucking message for y'all. I hate all y'all. I'm tired of y'all. Because you motherfuckers always want to play and shit. Y'all want to play this little game. We be outside the club. Motherfucker like me, obvious lesbian, be outside the club and shit. We see you. Bitch, I don't know if you gay. I don't know if you straight. Don't be looking at me all stupid and shit. I see a female. You attractive. I'm going to say what's up. So I go try to holler at you. Here you come with all that bullshit. That fucking bullshit that straight women do. Fuck that shit. I ain't with that gay shit. I don't want no plastic dick. I want the real thing. Fuck all that shit. I'm strictly dickly. I ain't with that gay shit. All that dumbass shit, right? All right, cool. Then I'll leave you alone. We get in the club. Some motherfucker walk up on you, ugly as shit, buy you one motherfucking drink. Now this nigga following you around for the rest of the motherfucking night. What you do? You come grab me, talking about this my girlfriend. Bitch, I ain't your girlfriend, bitch. I wasn't your girlfriend outside, bitch. I won't be your girlfriend in here. You got me fucked up. You ain't my type no more, bitch. You got me fucked up. You know what? I'm about to go find a nigga that's buying drinks. I'm about to go sit with him because he know he ain't getting no ass from me. You got me fucked up. Bitch, get out of here. Fuck out of here with that shit. If I'm not your girlfriend outside the club, then don't act like I'm your girlfriend in the club, bitch. You got me fucked up. I can't do it. They disrespectful. I used to deal with younger women. That was another thing. Tired of them bitches too. Younger women, if you're under 30 in here, throw something up. Throw up an emoji, throw up, I don't fucking know what the fuck you throw up on Zoom. Throw your shit up. You know, I don't fucking know. Well, hopefully it's a couple of y'all straight. Or whatever the fuck I was about to talk about. It's younger. That's what it is. So I used to deal with younger women. At one point in time, I'm sorry, something in my eye. At one point in time, I was 38 with a 23-year-old girlfriend. Bad idea. Because I can't fuck with these bitches. I can't fuck with these younger women. They retarded, yo. Women under 30 are clinically retarded. I said it. Because they do stupid shit. They do dumb shit. Like, they into social media and all that bullshit. I'm not into that. I can't get with none of that. They into Facebook and Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, and all that other shit. I don't understand none of that. I really hate Snapchat, though. I ain't gonna lie. Snapchat is the one that makes me want to slap the shit out of somebody. And it's strictly because of those fucking filters. You know how you see the girls, and especially like when you go on the dating sites and shit, you see them, all the pictures got fucking dog ears and fucking teddy bear ears, and they look like a rabbit and shit, and their face look all fuzzy and angelic, and they got big ass eyelashes and pretty ass doe eyes and look all beautiful and shit. That shit's dumb. Because first of all, don't nobody look like none of them bitches. Nobody. I ain't never met nobody that was on Snapchat, used a filter, and they came off the filter and the bitch looked the same. Not never. Never. Second of all, I hate that dog face. The dog face, the one to be like, that with the tongue, and then the tongue be out all big and shit. That shit is fucking stupid. That shit is fucking stupid. I think that's the most useless one, like, out of all of them. Because real shit, all it does, if you look cute as that dog, all it does is prove you look better as a Yorkie than as a human being, bitch. You got me fucked up. That's all it does. So you look good as a pit bull, but not as a human being, bitch. So if you show up and you don't look like that fucking dog, that's your ass. I promise you. That's your motherfucking ass. I'm taking you to go get spaded or something, bitch. You got me fucked up. All right, well, we got audience members and comments. At least we got somebody. I done been on shows where don't nobody be in the audience, and we out here telling jokes to each other that we done already motherfucking heard. I'm glad you didn't think you got me. Whoever that is with the audio. Oh, that sounds like a hood rat. Sounds like a hood rat. Who is it?
Shit got real. They left.
That's definitely something. That definitely was. I know that wasn't SuitMan. I know that wasn't SuitMan. You too much of a pimp to go out like that, dog. That nigga always got on a suit. And then he got that curly ass hair. And you know it's not a Jerry curl, but it looked like a Jerry curl. That nigga looked like a fucking Detroit pimp up in bitch. That nigga is nothing to play with. So, like I was saying, I can't deal with these younger women no more. I can't do it. I said I'm gonna give me an old bitch though. Because old women, they don't do the same shit the young women do. You ain't never seen no old bitch on Snapchat. They can't go on fucking Snapchat. That bitch got a flip phone. How she gonna do that with a jitterbug, huh? Flipping it open like this and shit. They do it hard as a fat like that. She bought that shit from the grocery store, nigga. They signed her up because she on disability. That's a free phone. She ain't going to fucking Snapchat on that joint. That's what I need. An old bitch like that. Like, I need me a bitch know how to make good cabbage around this motherfucker. I need a bitch know how to make greens and shit, and fried chicken and shit. Not these young bitches who always want to fake cook for you and shit. Keep making Alfredo. Bitch, I don't want no fucking Alfredo. These bitches act like they can't even season them. You know what they know how to season? The only thing they know how to fucking season is fucking top ramen, oodles and noodles, all that shit. They can open that silver package, but them bitches can't use no real seasoning. I can't eat that. I'm older. I got high blood pressure. You trying to kill me, bitch. Trying to give me these fucking noodles with the packages and shit. Fuck you. Get out. I'm not eating that. I need an old bitch. The bitch with the cabbage. Bitch wearing knee highs and shit. I need somebody grandmother. I need me a bitch that's old. And the only way you know that a chick is old enough, if you like older women, it's one way. I did the research. I figured it out. The way to know that she is old enough, guaranteed, is to fuck women named Barbara. Straight like that. Because who the fuck do you know that's over 52, or I'm sorry, under 52 named Barbara? I ain't never met nobody under 52 named fucking Barbara. You ain't never went to the club and no bitch was in there twerking like a motherfucker and shit, and you in there like, yo, Barbara twerking like shit? Fuck no, ain't no 19-year-old Barbers. All barbers have walkers or hover rounds. You got me fucked up. She ain't in the club twerking. She can't. That bitch dance like this. She can't do none of that shit. You got me fucked up. I'm getting one of those. Like, I need me an old bitch. I need a bitch smell like white diamonds and Social Security. You see what I'm saying? I need a bitch that's seasoned. I need one of those. So if your grandmother is single, your aunt, you know what I'm saying, they got a little sprinkle of gray hair coming in, or if they just started using a walker, tell her to call me. I'm here for it. I got a Sam's Club membership and some gas money. So we can do this. Tell Barbara, Brenda, Georgia, Mary Jane, all up. Tell them to call me. Sarah Lee, all up. Call. Fuck that shit. Love them old bitches. They fine. Wow. I know a lot of younger women, they'll go out here these days now and they get sugar daddies and shit. I know some people done heard about all that bullshit. That's been going on for years. I can't understand why these young women want these sugar daddies. Like, I know y'all trying to get the bread, trying to get the money and shit, but like, think about all the shit you gotta go through with this nigga. First of all, this nigga's name is Roscoe. Roscoe, Cleophas, Rufus, one of them fucking old ass names. And he smell like armpits and motor oil and shit. Motherfucker balls is on the same side as all the change in his pocket, and he got too many motherfucking keys. No. See, y'all fucking up. Y'all keep getting with them, and they giving you all this fucking money. Keep giving you money. And you getting the money, and you letting this nigga actually come into your fucking life. Coming into your motherfucking life. You got him in here babysitting your son and shit. Now the fuck, your son don't even act like a normal kid. Motherfucker don't act like a normal kid. He don't want to watch cartoons. This motherfucker want to watch In the Heat of the Night, okay? This nigga, he don't want to go to the fucking toy store. He want to go to the gas station talking about, or hand you $2, talking about play $628 straight dollar box. Your son is an old ass man now, fucking Roscoe. All because you need some change. Bitch, get up off the ass, get another job. I've been trying to go get Roscoe. He gonna fuck your kid's life up. He gonna fuck it up. You gonna wonder why your fucking 7-year-old is out here wearing cool water and shit. Keep fucking playing. Keep fucking playing. I
wear cool water. Fuck you.
You said what? You wear cool water? You's an old nigga, yo. You
Fuck
old,
you.
You an old nigga. You across of like Pinky from fucking Friday and El DeBarge, nigga. Like, you the pimp and an old nigga at the same time, dog. You know Dante know about cool water. Yo, that's some cool water shit. That's some I wear a suit everyday shit. That's, you low-key a pimp, yo. And you be flinging your hair like this and shit. I know you do. You doing that shit all the time. So I've been traveling a little bit. Did a lot of stuff in the States and was more recently able to go to Jamaica. Actually, it wasn't this year. It was the year before. Because this past year, I ended up not going. We had some other festivals booked. So, cool thing about Jamaica was being able to perform in Jamaica. That was dope as shit. Interesting thing about Jamaica was a bitch almost came back with a husband. Shit got real. I'm just saying, I almost came back with her. So this is the thing. Like most people, you got a sense of requirement. You got a set of requirements for the person that you want to date, right? So I have a set of requirements. It's not a whole lot of them, but for someone I want to deal with, you got to have these things or I can't fuck with you. So the first thing is I need somebody that can cook. I told y'all I'm trying to get Barbara out here, Brenda, Bernice, all them bitches. Whoever can make some cabbage and some real food, I'm trying to get that. So I like somebody that can cook. So the lady who planned the trip, she said she has somebody who can cook for her. I'm like, bet. I'm here for it. I'm thinking it's going to be some woman coming out, thinking with a sexist mind. I'm thinking a lady going to come out here, she can fuck it up. She can kill it. And I'm smash all this food. I'm ready. My stomach is ready. Instead, little skinny motherfucker walk out. Got long dreadlocks and shit. One of them see-through net shirts, the tank top with the colors on it and shit, and a pair of hooping shorts. And he got on a pair of flip-flops. He's standing in front of me, waving his waist like this. You know how they be waving their pelvis and shit. And he's like, I'm gonna cook for you. And I'm like, okay, sir, that's lovely and everything, but please, can you stop waving your dick at me? I'm not here for none of that. I'm here for jerk chicken. That is it. I don't remember this nigga even going to the grocery store. Like, I don't remember him going to go get no seasonings, no nothing. I feel like this motherfucker reached in the woods and pulled out a jerk chicken and just slapped it on the fucking table. It was already done. They had rice and beans in his pocket and shit and fucking plantain. I don't know where he kept the plantain. I don't want to think about that. But the meal was good, so I was satisfied. That was one. Second thing, the lady who planned the trip, she said she wanted us to try some other stuff. So she said she wants to try the coconut water. I had never had real coconut water before this. Never in my life. So the lady who planned the trip said, let's go walk down the street, see if we can find some coconut water. I'm like, bet, I'm here for it. I'm here for the experience. So we walking down the beach and we get to this stand and it looks like a wheelbarrow made out of green plywood. And it got all these coconuts and shit on it, right? Now, I'm not a bougie bitch by far, but I had a few concerns about this nigga stand. First of all, sir, where are your gloves, nigga? Fuck that. Where your gloves at, dog? Second thing, how come none of your straws got wrappers on them? They come with wrappers in the box, yo. Where the straws wrappers at? But I'm gonna keep rolling with this black business. Got you. Third thing, you ain't got no soap, no water, no hand sanitizer. You ain't even got that blue shit they put the combs and the razors in at the barbershop. So how the fuck you clean anything, dog? Like, come on, man. Work with me here. Not used to this. But he picked up the coconut, picked up this big ass machete, hacked that motherfucker open. When I say the machete, I shut the fuck up at that point because I'm not here for none of that. I'm from the suburbs and I'm not here for none of that, okay? So then what they do is they take a lime and they squeeze the lime in the coconut. The problem was not the lime. The problem was his hands looked like he had been on like I-95 or something, whatever fucking highway in construction dirt like this for like 3 weeks and shit. So now I got this dirty lime, lukewarm coconut water with this motherfucking raggedy ass straw that I gotta drink like it's Hennessy because this nigga got a machete and I'm a bitch. Okay, no problem, no fucking problem. So I'm walking down the beach with my dirty lime, lukewarm coconut water and I hear this voice in the background. And the voice is like, hey, girl. Now look at me. You see how I dress? I don't think this nigga talking to me, so I kept fucking walking. I'm walking a little further with my dirty lime, lukewarm coconut water. And I hear the voice again. And the voice is like, hey, girl with the fire locks. I like your shape. Now I got a motherfucking attitude. Like, what you mean you like my shape, nigga? I got Timberlands on the beach, nigga. I'm a thug. You got me fucked up. So I kept walking with my dirty lime, lukewarm coconut water. And I hear the voice again. And the voice is like, hey, girl with the fire locks. I like your shape. Yeah, you, strong body girl. Hey, man, I don't even know what the fuck a strong body girl is, but that shit turned me gay ass shit instantly. I'm out there like, hey, boo. Sticking my ass out and shit out there like, girl, you're working with some ass there. All that shit. So he stopped this tractor across the street. And he came over to me. And that's when it happened. He got close up on me, and his dick touched my thigh. And my whole fucking leg got hot. My whole leg got hot. It's because I'm allergic to it. And in that moment, I realized something. Not only was I allergic to the dick, but I was scared of it. Not just allergic to the dick, but scared of the dick. Because when his dick touched my thigh, simultaneously, my fucking asshole got tight. And think about it. If a motherfucker run up on you right now and just be like, boo, before your heart start racing, before you take off running, what happens? Boo, your ass get tight. It happened to everybody. The ass don't lie. Ass don't fucking lie. My asshole got tight. He walked up on me, dick touched my thigh, my ass got tight. I said, no, sir. You gonna have to get that green card another way, motherfucker. Fuck that. Anyway, y'all, I think that's my time. Y'all been fun. Again, I'm Delo. You can find me on Facebook at Plain, Plain, OLDLO, or on Instagram at Red, REDCUPLO, Red Cup Low. It's been great.
Hey.
I appreciate y'all having me. I'm about to
Hey,
get
you ain't the only one.
one.
Hey, thank you, D-Lo. Thank you. Appreciate you.
No doubt.
I know a couple of audience members are in here. If y'all want to ask some questions, some of the comics may stay, they may leave. I think D-Lo's got to go. It's damn near 11 o'clock or midnight, right? Carlos is still on here.
I'm going to go drink.
You have a good night. Thank you for coming. I see a Justin in here. I see a Tracy. I see an Amanda. I see a Cole. I know Jared was in here. I know Kevin and Kelly were on here. We appreciate you. This has been a SuitMan production. Look up SuitMan Productions on Facebook, Google, Instagram. You can find us everywhere. If you want to know more, definitely reach out. This has been an awesome chance to do Black and Proud. Again, shout out to all our comedians. We had Tynee Tate. We had Karlos Dillard. We had Dahlia, I should say Dahlia, Delu, Belle, Karlos, Windham. We'll leave it at that. And we closed out with Delu. So there's going to be more SuitMan shows on July 4th. We've got 4th of July Funnies. It's a show that will be on Facebook. Check out SuitMan Productions. We got comedians all over the nation. We do other we're going to do other LGBTQ shows. We got another one coming up probably next February and next June. So if everything reopens, we'll be good. Thank you for coming. Again, thank you for coming. We appreciate all you guys. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a SuitMan Productions. Shout out to the mastermind behind it all, sitting with the orange flower on her head. Give it up for Angel Mitchell out there shaking her thing. Ah! By the way, D-Lo, she might have a white grandma for you. I'm just going to let you know. Hey, I got D-Lo listening. She's like, hold on, white grandma, white grandma. No. But thank you for coming. Y'all have a great night. We're out of here. Peace.